Okay, so we'll start again for our next lesson. This is still lesson 4 for continuous random distribution, continuous random variable. So, under continuous random variable is the normal distribution. This is the most widely used model for continuous measurement in engineering or other field of study. So whenever you do a multiple large replication of experiment and you get a variable that has an average or total results, will follow a normal distribution if you have a very large sample. So, a large sample siya. So, si Demoivre presented this fundamental result known as the central limit theorem, which is the main basis for normal distribution. It states that as you sample for your experiment becomes larger, it's tend to approach a bell shape or a normal distribution curve. And Gauss also developed the normal distribution, yung latest ngayon na form niya, 100 years later. Kaya usually we call normal distribution also Gaussian distribution, yung bell shape na probability distribution. Okay, so for the probability density function for a normal distribution, ito siya. Ito yung curve. So you don't need to memorize this one, but basically this value ranges from negative infinity to infinity. May value. So for a normal random variable, it has a parameter mu, which is your mean value, and a standard deviation greater than 0. The mean value is between the negative infinity to positive infinity. And so the notation for normal distribution is n parenthesis mu sigma squared. So when you say n 15 9, for example, it means that the mu of the normal distribution is 15 and the sigma squared, or your standard deviation, or the variance, is 9. Okay, so these are example of different normal distributions. So you can see here there's a two curve where it has the same mu value, or the mean value is the same, which is 5, but their standard deviation varies. So yung isa 1, yung isa 4. So as you can see, mas malaki yung spread no 4 compared dun sa variance na 1. Another one, if you compare this one, they have the same variance but different mu. Their shape is almost the same. So the same na parehong-pareho yung shape nila. Okay, now, in the probability distribution, when you get the probability, for example, this one, of a value, it's just the area under the curve. So, ang mean niya, you have the mean value of 10, ayan, and a standard deviation of 2, where the variance is 4. So, pag kinuha mo yung probability ng x at 13, greater than 13, yung area under the curve lang, more than 13, hanggang infinity yan, ha? Hanggang dun yun sa positive infinity. Now, empirical rule is just a simple rule that states that for the probability that you have a plus minus, this one is a plus minus of your variance from the mean, this covers 68% or 0.6827. So ito yan, yung green ay yung darker orange green to darker orange na curve. So yung nandyan sa loob nitong curve. Now, pag meron ka namang plus minus 2 standard deviation from the mean value. Mean value is the center. Okay? So, this covers 95 or 95% of the total curve. Okay? Ito siya. Yung nasa loob na yan. So, that's 0.9545. And, kung ang variance, ang standard deviation na i-add mo naman ay 3 and minus 3 from the mean, then that's around 99.7% of the total probability or 0.9973. So, tatandaan nyo yan na ito yung range of probability na i-cover if you add 1 standard deviation from the mean and minus, add and minus. Bali range siya. Then this one's plus minus 2 standard deviation is 95% and plus minus 3 standard deviation is 99.7%. So, usually, in order to simplify a normal random variable, we utilize standard normal random variable. So, ano yung standard normal random variable? So, we use mu, or the mean value at 0, and the standard deviation is 1. So, this is what we call the standard normal random variable. And usually, we denote that variable as C. So, pag nag-convert tayo from normal distribution to standard normal distribution, we change the value from X magiging C siya. So, C indicates a standard normal random variable. And the probability of C is the probability of C less than or equal to small c. So, ito ay, you can use yung table. Ito siya. Yung table na to, this is table 3 ng book ninyo. Okay, yung Montgomery. So, I think I gave you this value. Okay? Okay. So, tayo dito sa ating PPT. Okay, now, so paano ginagamit yung table? So, may example tayo dito. Assume C is a standard normal random variable and we want to get the value of C less than 1.5. Less than or equal 1.5. So, pag pumunta tayo dun sa table natin, so that's 1.5. Hanapin nyo lang yung 1.5. So, ito yung 1.5. Then, hanapin nyo yung 0, 0. Okay, that's 1.50. So, ito yung value niya. So, 0.933193. Susundan. So, that value is 0.93319. Okay, now, paano naman yung 1.53? So, balik tayo dun sa table. Balik tayo sa table. So, 1.5, then 0.3. So, that's 1.53. So, ito siya, 0.93699. Tayo sa power. Okay? So, that is 0.93699. And pag 0.002 naman, so pag 0.002, balikan nyo lang uli yung ating table, that's 0.002. Ito na siya, yung 0.507978. Okay, 0.5079 na value. Okay, so that's how you utilize. But you can also use yung calculator. So sa calculator class, usually kailangan nasa stat mode yung calculator nyo. So you set your mode. So select mode. Then piliin nyo yung stat. So may stat dyan, number 3. So number 3. and you select yung variable 1. So, 1 variable. Okay, then lalabas tong tabulation. So, i-ano nyo lang, i-AC nyo lang. So, 0 out. So, para makuha daw yung probability, yung PT, this one is just yung less than yung t-value nyo, which is your z. You utilize it as z. Pag Q ang ginamit, this is just yung half. Kalahati lang. From t to 0. So, yung kalahati. While yung RT is yung probability greater than or equal to t. So, ayun lang yung gagamitin. Okay, balikan natin to. Tingnan natin kung tama. So, probability. So, shift 1. So, shift 1, nandun yung statistics. So, pindutin nyo lang yung shift 1. Nandyan makikita nyo yung statistic na word sa ibaba. Stat pala sa taas ng 1. Then, lalabas itong menu of value. Then, you select 5, which is distribution. So, 5, lalabas yung P, Q, R, tsaka yung T. Ang gagamitin lang natin usually ay P at tsaka R. So, you select P, 1, that's 1.5. Hindi nyo na kailangang lagyan ng less than or Z less than. Just the value, yung 1.5. So, this is yung probability daw ng Z less than 1.5. So, equal natin. So, ang lalabas ay 0.93319. So, pareho. Tama? 0.93319. So, you can check also yung value ng bawat isa. Okay? So, you can utilize it for multiple variable, may frequency. Okay? So, you can use this one. Okay, let's try this one. C is greater than 1.26. So, this one is R. So, shift 1, 5. So, dapat dito yung menu nyo, you select R. Kasi yung R yung greater than. So, R. Then, you just type 1.26. So, the value is 0.1033. Okay? Tama. Okay, pare-pareho ba tayo? 0.1038. Okay. Now, this is less than. So, we just use P, 1. That's negative 0.86. So, the value is 0.19489. Okay. Now, greater than. C is greater than. So, you use R. 3 greater than negative 1.37. So, this is 0.91466. Okay, class, actually, pag greater than, this is also the same as the probability of C less than ng positive 137. Kasi dahil symmetrical siya, yung area under the curve, yung positive na less than at saka greater than, pareho lang. So, pag kinuha nyo yung P niyan, P value ng positive, ang lalagay nyo, 1.37, pareho lang dapat yung sagot, 0.91466. Okay? Now, paano to gagawin, yung dalawa? So, basically, you just get the probability of C less than 0.37 minus the probability of C less than negative 1.25. Okay? Ayan. Yung ano na to. So, type nyo lang, probability 5, 1 ng 0.37 minus shift 5, 1 probability ng negative 1.25. Okay? Then, this will become, or the value is 0.53866. Okay? And lastly, ito, sagot niya ay probability ng negative less than 1, negative 4.6. Okay, so this is 2.1146 times 10 to the negative 6, or approximately 0 yung probability. Hindi natin kung tama yung sagot natin. 0.0138, negative to. So, 0.1949, tama. Ito ay 0.9146, so less than 1.37. And ito yung sa range, 0.5386. And yung last, nearly 0. Yung sagot. Okay. Now, how about this one? Finding the C value, yung ito, when the probability is 0.05. So, for the calculator, medyo mahirap siyang alamin, but you can use yung table. Okay. So, ang probability daw ng 0.05. So, hanapin nyo yung probability value na 0.05. So, 0.05. So, ito siya. 0.05. 45, 47, 48, 49. So, ito. So, you can have this value or this value. So, mas malapit tong 0.050. So, that's negative 1.6. 1.64. So, balik. So, probability ng C ang hinahanap. So, yung probability of C, dito C less than negative 1.6. Ano nakuha natin? 164 will have a value of 0.05 probability. Now, for number 7 naman, so we can have probability of C. This one is probability ng Z minus probability ng negative C. Tama? And this is equal to 0.99. Okay? Now, alam natin na symmetrical yung value niya. So, pareho yung value ng C. So, ito yun. So, symmetrical to. So, this is symmetrical. This is negative C. This is positive C. Okay? And we know that this is 99% yung probability na yan. So, ito, tsaka ito, ang total probability niya ay 1%. So, pag dinivide nyo sa dalawa yung 1%, this is 0.5%. At ito naman ay, ito yun, ay 0.5%. Okay, so, meaning, pag kinuha natin itong probability na to, this will be, anong probability? Plus 0.5. So, that's 99.5%. So, if we get the probability of Z dito, this is equal to 0.995. So, makukuha natin yung C. So, hanapin lang natin yung 0.099. So, 0.995. 995. So, we can use this one as value. So, that is 2.5. 2.58. So, that's 2.58. Okay. So, balik tayo dito sa value. So, Z here is 2.58. So, yung negative C, so the probability of C, negative 2.58 to Z 2.58. Or if we want to utilize yung ito lang na portion, palit ako ng ink. Ito lang blue, that's 0.5. Or the probability of negative Z na value is 0.005. Hanapin naman natin yung Z. So, kung babalik tayo dito sa value, so 0.005. So, dapat negative 2.58 siya. Ito siya. Ito, or ito. So, mas malapit to. So, we can use negative 2.58 or negative 2.57. So, that is the probability. Tingnan natin kung tama. Kung kanina ay value ay negative 1.64. Erase ko na lahat. So, 165 or 164. Kalapit lang siya. And ito naman ay 2.58. So, you can use C as 2.5. Okay. Pwede lang sa red. Okay. So, ito lang yung representation ng lahat ng probability natin. So, greater than 1.26, less than 1.26. So, ayun yung probability nung nasa 5. Okay? Ito yung negative 0.86. Ito lang siya, yung orange. And so on. And so, end it here. Then, we will have the standardization